Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Agent Psycho, and as you can probably tell by the title of this video, usually commentary styles like this, or whenever I do commentaries like this, the titles are pretty straightforward and obvious as to what you guys can expect from videos or commentaries like this and what I'm about to say. But anyways, moving past that, this video I want to talk about something that a lot of people actually want to know or kind of wonder about, which is why I don't really talk to other people in game, especially to people who might be fans or haters or whatever. If you just want to, if you're just some guy who just wants to say hi, whatever, because you recognize me in game, and for whatever reason, I don't respond to you. Maybe I say some mean things to you, or maybe even I say some sarcastic, maybe trollish stuff, or maybe I just don't even acknowledge your existence at all. I don't whatever the reason. Maybe some of you guys want to know that. So, as of the last or recently, my most recent video that this kind of topic came up was my Parafoul gameplay, the video that had the Parafoul, the M417SB, and the TRGSC gameplay, and where in the game you could clearly, like towards the middle of it, you can clearly see me typing to some other dude to basically shut the fuck up because he was annoying. And a lot of you guys kind of confused by that, like, hey Asian, that probably wasn't so necessary. And let me explain to you why, so strap in your seatbelts and here we go. So in order to give you guys some perspective, I guess is lack of a better word, on just exactly why I don't tend to talk to people, is me as a person in real life and my personality. I don't talk a lot. If you guys have ever watched or heard any of my other previous commentaries, I'm not a talkative guy. I'm a very, quiet dude. Don't have a lot of friends, admittedly. I know people are gonna rat on me on that, but that doesn't matter. I mean, it's the truth after all. So, ain't gonna get mad at the truth. And I just don't talk. It's just kind of how I am. Some people are really good at talking, really like talking. Sometimes they can't live without talking. At least like a set number of words a day. I don't fucking know. I'm not them. But me personally, I'm not one of those people. I can live without talking a lot. In fact, if I could, I would probably live the rest of my life without ever talking to anyone, because honestly, sometimes talking is kind of a pain in the ass to do that. But that's besides the point. Bottom line is, I don't like to talk a lot. And you have to remember, during the days that I used to play Combat Arms a lot, like, you have to remember, I'm a 2K8 veteran. I started playing this game ever since this game came out for public open beta, when my friend Protagonist pulled me into this game saying, hey look, there's a new game I want you to try out. It's called Combat Arms. I was like, oh hey, okay, I'll try it out. And I got hooked on it. So ever since then, since freaking 2008, I've been playing this game for fucking 5 years in a row. Maybe, by now it's like 5.5 years, right? So, during those days, obviously I wasn't that popular. Well, I wasn't popular at all. Maybe some people recognized me here and there. I ran to, or I was part of some big name clans here or there. But for the most part, before I started YouTube and before I started gaining a following on YouTube, I was just a normal dude playing some Combat Arms, and that's all I did. I was just grinding the game, just getting better at it, having fun with it. There have been like entire years where all I do was just go sniping, and that's how I first started my YouTube channel. For those guys who have been subs of mine from the very start, I don't know how many of you guys are left anymore, but I'm sure there might be a couple. So you guys might know. So back then, I didn't have a reason to talk to anyone. That actually sounds kind of depressing, but that's the truth. I really didn't. The only times I ever talked was either to talk the occasional trash if I was kind of getting annoyed that I was getting rage cooked too much, or whatever the reason. Again, bottom line is I didn't talk a lot back in the day. So that kind of carries over to recent times, and now that I have a significant enough YouTube following that people online will recognize me and go out of their way to say hey, or do whatever they do to try to get me to acknowledge them, whatever. And to me, even though I do understand that I am a relatively successful commentary YouTuber and that I do have a significant enough following to have that kind of recognition online while I'm playing the game that I make videos on or make videos about for the most part, it's still kind of strange to me to have to keep in the back of my mind that there might be some people in the games that I get into that will say hi to me and expect an answer back. And honestly, given my kind of personality and the way I kind of live my life, that's a very strange, that's a very foreign concept to me. That hey, it's like, hi Asian, oh hey you, or whatever your name is. Sometimes I do it. Sometimes I am in that kind of a friendly mood to say, hey, what's up? Hey, we met in game the other day, whatever. I know you. If you say hi to me enough and I recognize your name, maybe you'll get an obligatory hi back because I've known you for a little bit and I've seen you in a lot of my games for whatever reason. Maybe you stalk me, maybe you just so happen to be in all the games I play. I don't know, who the hell knows. But sometimes I will act friendly. But, you can't really assume that I will act in that friendly of a manner because most of the time I'll just keep my mouth shut and just play the game. Play, play, play. That's what I'm focused on, especially during recent times. If you've seen me playing as of when this video goes up on my channel, recently I've just been listening to music and just playing, just to have fun and to see how good I can get. Just do well. Sorry about that. Stumbling over my words again. Just to see how good I can do or how well I can do. So that is a big reason why I don't really like to talk, because I want to focus on the game. I'm kind of one of those people where it's hard. It's pretty hard for me to focus on two things at once. And even though just saying hi to someone else may not seem like, oh, it doesn't take that much effort. All you need to do is just tap the enter button, type HI, and tap the enter button again. There you go. Even that kind of a little thing kind of breaks my concentration, and I really hate it when that happens. I'm just that kind of a dude, so unfortunately, even those kinds of things, it's kind of hard to get me to do that, especially when I have to tell myself to do that. So there you go. It's not because, well, I'll talk about that in a second here, but that's a very big reason why. Just that, I'm not used to saying hi to everyone. Even in high school, even in middle, well, not necessarily middle school, even in high school, I think starting like maybe 9th or 10th grade, when the friends I had during elementary school and middle school started kind of going their own ways. Like, how, I don't think it's necessarily called friend zoning. I don't ever feel that was friend zone, so to say. It's just that I just saw my friends kind of, take their own paths, go their own separate ways that they felt they wanted to go. So, oh, this just came really depressing now, didn't it? Never mind that. It's just, even during high school, I would meet friends that I had known all throughout middle school, sometimes all throughout elementary school too, if we had been together for that long. And I would just we would just walk straight past each other without even, saying hi to each other. Maybe the friends that I knew better would, wave a hand at me, and I would wave it back. If you said hi to me in real life, I'd say hi back. There's no question about it. But beyond that, there's not really much else you can have me do besides that, So, just gotta throw that one out there. Let's see. Moving on to the next kind of argument, I guess. Some people think that the reason why I don't talk back or respond to people saying hi or whatever they want to do in game to me is because I'm an arrogant bitch. Part of that is true. Part of that is definitely true. I'm not gonna deny that I do have a slight superiority complex. But that's just kind of part of my personality. It's kind of ingrained in who I am. Because I'm always the kind of, I don't want to say hipster, but I have to. Sometimes I have that hipster mentality where, just judging by what people do or what people say, I kind of stick my chin up at them, say like, really, dude? Really? And just don't want to have anything to do with them or whoever. So, while I don't deny that, arrogance might be a part of it, albeit a very small portion, I just want to make it clear that it's not a major factor. In fact, I wouldn't even I wouldn't even deem it significant enough to, you know, discuss in a topic like this. I don't think it's because of arrogance at all that I don't talk to other people. If I could talk to every single person that said hi to me, I mean, I would, if that's what made you guys truly happy. But I'm not gonna sit here and say that I will do that, because, you know, that's not kind of the person I am, you know? And besides, even if I were to try to promise myself that, I probably wouldn't be able to do it anyway, because sometimes I just get so focused in the game and I don't pay attention to the chat box at all, you know? Even though I do, even though most of the time I do read the chat box, I just don't choose to respond to anything, because, you know, even though if I do see someone and say who's a genuine fan and just wants to have me say hi back to them, you know, it might sound cruel, but I do see that. And sometimes the thought of me saying hi back to them doesn't cross my mind. It's just not connecting there. And while I'm not trying to make that as an excuse, it's what it is. And I understand that it might confuse some people as to why I don't say hi back. All I can say is just deal with it. I mean, that in itself may sound very conceited, but I'm trying to say this in a way that won't piss off a lot of people, and that's what I'm going to have. That's the only way I know how. Just be completely blunt, honest, and say, deal with it. I'm not going to respond back to anyone else, not because I don't like you or I'm trying to be a haughty ass motherfucker. It's just, you know, sometimes I have higher priorities. Higher priorities being playing the game and trying to see how good I can do in that particular game. So just keep that in mind. It's not because I'm, you know, like I said, an arrogant motherfucker. It's just sometimes the fact that I should probably say hi back, it's probably not clicking at the moment. It sounds very weird, yeah, I know, but that's the best way I can say it. That's the best way I can put it. And if I were to put it any other way, it'd just be even more ridiculous, so I'll just stop there. Let's see. And as for the times that I do respond to people, as you guys can probably know, judging by what I say to people in the comment sections, or, you know, just what you've seen me say to other people online, I'm not the most pleasant of people. If you guys have ever heard my other commentaries, like I said, you'll know this already. I'm not the most pleasant person to be with around, or even talk to, more or less. If I don't feel like I like you, I'm not going to treat you, you know, nicely. That's just the bottom line. If I do not like you, I will treat you like shit. And if you want to act like that on purpose, fine, by all means. If you just want to troll me and see me bitch at you, then fine, go ahead. I'm not gonna know, so what the fuck do I care? You know, all that's going through my head is someone's being an idiot to me, and they kind of deserve being treated like shit. So there you go. That might have to do with something about the whole, you know, people thinking I'm arrogant and shit, but whatever. You know, that's their problem. So there's that. And for people who think that that's not really appropriate for me to act that way, you guys have to understand that it's... Look, maybe, you know, it is true that I am technically famous on Combat Arms, you know? There's no denying that. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to say that, by all means. It's just that whenever I see people say that, oh, you should act this certain way, or you shouldn't say those kinds of things, I can't help but to think, like, who the fuck are you to say that to me, you know? There are other people on this game who say far worse things, and the first thing that people think of is when someone like me does it. It's like, oh, all of a sudden we're the fucking guiltiest people in the world. Like, we're all gonna go to hell or I'm gonna go to hell or something. Which is fine if you think that way, because that doesn't bother me at all. I mean, what the hell is that gonna do? But if it really bothers you that much, I mean, you can unsub. I don't really care. I'm just trying to put out videos for people who enjoy watching them. and to try to promote the game called that I like to play, that I love to play. I've been playing for 5 years, called Combat Arms. That's my main goal. I'm not here to make friends. Maybe it's one of my goals to hopefully get a big enough YouTube channel in the future to possibly make YouTube my job in the future, so I can, you know, pay bills, pay rent with the work that I do for YouTube. But definitely one of my goals, or one of my highest priorities, is not to make friends, or, you know, not to act all complacent towards everyone I meet. And I mean, you just gotta understand that I'm just kind of that way. You know, I will say some pretty mean things. Don't get me wrong. I will. And if you give me the chance, I will take it. And I will fucking wreck your shit. Not gonna lie. So, just wanted to put that out there. Make sure you guys know clearly where I'm coming from. And, you know, you guys know, okay, he's gonna do this. And he's already said that he's gonna do this. So if he does it next time, we were warned at the very least. And I'm sure I've said this plenty of times before. Maybe I said this in like live streams or whatnot, so maybe not all of you were able to listen to me talk like this. Real talk, hashtag real talk. But I don't know. This is kind of how I conduct myself, you know? And especially online, where I know there's a lot of, I was about to say faggotry, but I won't say that, even though I just did. Even though there's a lot of douchebaggery online. You know, I'm a douchebag, but the difference between me and a troll is that I'm not going to go out of my way to actually actively troll someone for no apparent reason. The fact that you will conduct yourself like a troll towards someone like me tells me that you only want attention. That's all you ever want. That's the guy on my Parafal video, the Parafal gameplay video that I uploaded a couple days ago. That's what those kinds of people are. They want attention. They're hoping that I get into a game with them, and I'm hopefully recording, and they talk all this mad shit to me, just so that they can go get on my YouTube channel. That guy, I mean, if that's his intention, I'm not sitting here saying that that was his intention, but if that was his intention, then congratulations. You succeeded. Now 8,000 people know you're a freaking douchebag. So, I'm not really too sure how that's gonna work out for you, but yay! Congratulations, achievement unlocked. Douchebag. 20 gamer score. Oh wait, we're not playing console. So, that'll do it for this commentary. I think I've talked for long enough now. Bottom line, guys, is that if you run into me into a game, or if you run into me in a game, and I don't say anything to you, even if you say hi back, just know that either A, 1, I might be recording, or 2, I'm playing the game, and I'm just trying to have, you know, I'm just trying to do well. And hopefully carry my team so we don't fucking lose horribly by over 100 kills like most of my games have been going. So, there you go. Thank you guys very much for listening to the commentary. Hopefully you guys understand, even though half of you guys still won't and still call me a fucker. That's fine too. Anyways, again, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Peace!